evening, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Langhorst Field around the campus of Elmhurst University as we bring you Blue Jay Lacrosse tonight. Head coach Allie Howard and her Blue Jays entertain the Maroons from the University of Chicago in a CCIW battle. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Kruger. So delighted to bring you NCAA Lacrosse CCIW battle, second conference game of the year for the Blue Jays. It's the conference opener for the Maroons. Elmhurst comes in with a record of 0-4. Meanwhile, actually 0-6 on the year. Meanwhile, the Maroons come in with a record of 8-1. Let's get to the starting lineups here. First, for the Maroons, in goal is freshman Rachel Keefe. She comes in with a record of 8-1. Evelina Swigart, Lally Johnson, Allie Sheehy. Lulu Hardy is the leading scorer for the Maroons. She has 26 goals on the year. Adriana Shuttler, Haley Klinger, Zoe Torak, Camille Kawana, Becky Van Kirk, Caitlin Blankenship, and Jane Chen, the starting lineup for Kate Robinson, the head coach of the Maroons in her fourth season as the head coach. Draw control, ready to get things going here tonight. Gracie Eastman will do the honors for the Blue Jays. And for the Maroons will be Camille Kawana. And the opening draw control still down on the ground, and it's picked up by the Blue Jays. Karina Semel, it's knocked away from behind, and it's picked up by Lally Johnson of the Maroons. Here's Lulu Hardy now as she veers off to the left, throws it behind the cage. 90-second shot clock in play here on the women's side. Streaking Evelina Swigart, and she puts it into the back of the net for the first goal of the night. The 5'4" freshman from McLean, Virginia. She gets the Maroons on the board here. Nice movement away from the ball. There's the pass, and Swigart gets the goal, the freshman. And so the Maroons are on the board first here. Comes with just 30 seconds into this contest. The Maroons, they put up quite a few points. They're averaging 15 goals per game. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays just under 4 goals per game. And this draw control is going to be picked up and won by the Maroons. This is Zoe Torak that picks up the ground ball for the Maroons. Starting lineups for Allie Howard and the Blue Jays. We'll get to it here while I got a shot here as they bring the ball behind the cage here. Connie Salmon, the freshman in goal. 2 freshman goalkeepers tonight. Gracie Eastman, MC Brown, Bailey Ekstrand, Gabby Castillo. And another goal here for the Maroons to make it 2-0 in favor of the University of Chicago here with 13:51 left to play here in this opening quarter as we take another look at it here. Coming in and taking the shot, it looked like that was number 14, Allie Sheehy. Sheehy, that's her 16th goal of the season. And that makes it 2-0 in favor of University of Chicago. Michaela Armstrong, Lindsay Novak, Marissa Masato, the basketball player, Erin Dela Cruz, Katie Shinatsky, Marie Corpus, and Maddie Deckman, the rest of the starting lineup for the Blue Jays. It is another cool evening tonight. Game time temperature 50 degrees, cloudy. Southwest winds between 12 and 18 miles an hour, so it really feels like it's 45 out there. Another cool, crisp evening tonight here in Elmhurst. We're glad to have you along and thanking you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Blue Jays looking for their first win of the season, going up against a tough Maroons team that is 8-1, and shooting and scoring again is Zoe Torak. That's her first goal of the night, of the season for Zoe. It's goal number 16 on the year. See the replay here of Torak making the move. Nice little spin move to create some space and get open. Goes to the right with a good angle. Gets it by Salmon. And, boy, just like that, it's 3-0 in favor of the Maroons with just a minute and a half into this game. So Swigart, Sheehy, and now Torak scoring early goals for the Maroons. It's 3-0 in favor of the University of Chicago. Again, it's the conference opener for the Maroons. Yes, the Maroons are in the CCIW, but basically just in women's lacrosse. And the rest of the season for the Blue Jays as they stop play here. And on the restart, it will be Maroons ball. So University of Chicago wins another draw control here. Rest of the season for the Blue Jays will be against CCIW competition. And there's a lot of good teams in the CCIW, no question about it. The Blue Jays are going to face another tough team in their very next game. There's a shot in hitting the back of the net. That goal this time by Audrey Kaus, number 12 for the Maroons. Take another look at it here. You see the Maroons just spread out around the perimeter. And you'll see coming around and, boy, getting open for that free shot was Audrey. Audrey Kaus is a senior, 5'10", from Lake Bluff, Illinois. She played her prep lacrosse at Lake Forest. "13 minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter, and it's 4-0 in favor of the Maroons. Eastman in the middle there for the Blue Jays on this draw control as she went up against Charlotte Rapp. And the Maroons are going to win this draw control as well. Charlotte Rapp, after that draw control, she comes out of the game, and sprinting into the game is number 34, Olivia Escafari. And there's a shot on goal and another goal for the Maroons. Boy, right in the crease area there was number 34 for the Maroons. That's Olivia Escafari. You see her sprinting in the bottom of your monitor there. She's going to get the goal here. You see her sprinting in, going right to the crease. She gets the pass and puts it in. So how about that? Wow. Olivia contributing as soon as she gets into the game. 12:38 left to play here in this first quarter. And back taking the draw control, Charlotte Rapp for the Maroons, going up against Gracie Eastman. Maroons have won every draw control so far in this game, and they're going to win this one as well. Rapp picking up the ground ball for the Maroons. Scooping up on the far wing for the Maroons is Lulu Hardy as they work it behind the cage here. Maroons coming into this one with a record of 8-1. And again, Olivia coming into the game, getting the ball, though she dropped it, but the Maroons pick it right back up. Getting double teamed in the crease and shooting it underneath, if you will, Audrey Kaus, who already has a goal for the Maroons. Boy, University of Chicago very aggressive offensively. Crisp, solid passing. Not a lot of mistakes with this team. Good ball movement away from the ball. Salmon with a save. This one gets by Salmon for another goal for the Maroons. And that goal is by number 17, Aneki Pukinen. And the Maroons are continuing to dominate and pour it on here in the early going. It is now 6-0 in favor of the University of Chicago with 11 minutes and 42 seconds left to play here in this opening quarter. And now Zoe Torak is going to take the draw control for the Maroons. Boy, the Blue Jays have yet to get into the offensive set. Eastman taking the draw control here for the Blue Jays. See if Elmhurst can win this one. There's the whistle. Off we go. And this one is going to be, well, it's on the ground. Still on the ground. Well, it's ultimately going to go to Camille Koana, and the Maroons win another draw control. 6-0 Maroons here early on in the opening quarter. 4 15-minute quarters on the women's side. Blue Jays are coming off of a tough loss on Saturday. You may have logged on to BlueJayTV.com for that game against Alma. It was a really good game in the first half of that game. 4-3 was the score at halftime, but then Alma just kind of opened things up in the second half and went on to win rather easily, 17-4. Alma was undefeated, though, going into that game, but the Blue Jays put up a fight for the first half. Turning and shooting and scoring once again is Anneke Polkinen, I should say, for the Maroons. Polkinen with her second goal, the 5'9" junior from Bronxville, New York. And here's another look at it, and the score is now 7-0 in favor of the Maroons. So Eastman will go up against Zoe Torak in the draw control. And boy, I hate to bring this up so early on in this game, but on the women's side, there is a 10-goal mercy rule, if you will. If a team is up 10 or more goals, it's a running clock situation. And another draw control won by the Maroons goes into the stick of Evelina Swigart. Swigart had the very first goal of the game tonight for the Maroons. And the Maroons, a rare mistake. They turn it over. It's going to go to the Blue Jays here. 10:25 left to play here in this opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Maroons here. Another cold, crisp spring evening here in Elmhurst. Game time temperature 50 degrees. 15 to 18 mile an hour winds coming out of the southwest. Here's Eastman now for the Blue Jays. And she will toss it to the point. Blue Jays will set up the offense. Katie Shanatsky at the point. Shanatsky has 6 goals on the year. Her and Gracie Eastman leads the team with 6 goals and 6 points. Gabby Castillo has 5 goals for the Blue Jays. Maria Corpus has 2. This is Eastman, number 1 at the point for the Blue Jays. Gets cut off, loses the ball, and it's picked up by Evelina Swigart. And now we got a whistle. And it's going to be a free start here for a restart for the Blue Jays. It'll be Eastman. See if she can get a shot on goal here. Nope, instead she's going to back it out. Set up the offense. Ball down to the ground, now in the air. Still down, and it's picked up by Swigart. Swigart with a dead sprint straight up the middle. Maroons have the numbers. And we've got a whistle here. What's the call here? Polkinen had a wide open look. Okay, it's a restart here. Free position situation for the Maroons. Coming in, taking the shot wide to the left there was Skylar Leinhardt. Good pass into the crease area. The shot, Salmon with the save. The shot by Swigart. By the way, your officials tonight, Jim Ermiter, Roger Renee, Wesley Jakacki. And another goal for the Maroons. And that goal makes it 8-0 now. Comes with 8 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. See if we can get an idea who scored that one. Looked like that was 17 again. Polkinen, that's her third goal of the quarter, third goal of the game to make it 8-0. Charlotte Rapp taking the draw control here for the Maroons, going up against Eastman. The Maroons with a lot of different players taking the draw controls. They told us they have 5 different players to take the draw control. Nice to have that variety. Maroons, they have players from all over the country. Connecticut, New York, California, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Illinois. They win another draw control. This is Rapp. Rapp still with it, passes it off, and taking the shot and scoring is Audrey Kaus. Kaus with her second goal of the game, comes with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in this opening quarter, and it's now 9-0 in favor of the Maroons. Boy, they just have a lot of very good athletes. Tall players too as well that I'm noticing. Kaus is 5'10". Charlotte Rapp is 5'11". And Rachel Keefe, the goalkeeper for the Maroons, she is a lonely person right now. She hasn't had any action. She comes in, her goals against average, 7.02. She's allowed 44 goals in the 9 games. Meanwhile, Karina Salmon her goals against average is 14.8. She's allowed 89 goals this season, 66 saves. Keefe with 54 saves on the year for the Maroons. Blue Jays now in possession. This is Eastman at the point. Eastman guarded by Kaus. Eastman retreating a little bit, now passes it off. Shanatsky on the attack. Gets double teamed, curls around, and will go behind the cage. Now she'll pop back out this way. Makes a nice inside move and shoots. And tough angle there. Keefe with the save for the Maroons. Right idea, but just couldn't get a good angle on that shot by Shanatsky as we approach the 7-minute mark of this opening quarter. If you just logged on, it's been all Maroons. 9-0 Blue Jays in the home white. Eastman now backs it out. Flips it over to the far wing. Eastman runs into a double team. Ball goes down in the ground. 50-50 ball. It's going to be picked up by the Blue Jays. Shot clock down to 15. Shanatsky trying to break free to create some space and get a shot off. Ball goes down on the ground, and it's going to be scooped up by the Maroons. There was only 5 seconds on the shot clock anyway. So the Blue Jays turn the ball over, and now the Maroons on the attack. 6:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Coming into the game, Olivia Escafari, number 34 for the Maroons. Coming out of the game, Caroline Luff, number 24. A lot of substitutions in and out for the University of Chicago. Well, another goal there by the Maroons. That makes it 10-0 in favor of the University of Chicago. Comes with 6 minutes and 1 second remaining here in this opening quarter. Take another look at it here. Boy, the Maroons don't waste any time getting downfield, getting the shot. Boy, that was a tough angle, and it got through Salmon to make it 10-0. Jogging back out there is Charlotte Rapp. She will take the draw control for the Maroons, and Katie Shanatsky will take the draw control here for the Blue Jays. So with the score being now 10-0, we do indeed have a running clock here. And there's still over 5 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. And that draw control won by the Maroons. Lizzie Hussman picked up the ground ball, and the Maroons are going to throw this one away, and they'll have possession of it in the corner. Nice spin move that time by number 30, Skylar Leinhardt, but it was wide to the left. And a good save there by Salmon. So Corrine Salmon, the freshman goalkeeper for the Blue Jays. She's from Georgetown, Ontario, Canada. And Rachel Keefe is a freshman goalkeeper. She's from Greenwich, Connecticut. The two freshman goalkeepers in tonight's CCIW lacrosse matchup. Salmon lets this one fly. It bounces right around midfield, and it's going to go into the hands of the Maroons. Maroons quickly on the attack here now. Getting by the defender. Nice move and shooting the ball all the way that time. Skylar Leinhardt. Salmon comes up with the ball, though. Next game here on BlueJayTV.com, as we are under 4 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. It will be the men's team, as they will play on Saturday against Transylvania. The Blue Jays with a 9-game winning streak on the men's side. They lost their first 2 games of the season to Center College and Hope College, but then they rattled off 9 straight, and boy, did they take it to Carroll on Saturday. 12-0 at the end of the first quarter. 19-2 at the half, and they went on to win 25-4. So a 9-game winning streak for the Blue Jays going into Saturday's game against Transylvania. Transylvania, part of the CCIW conference on the men's side. So we'll have that one for you Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, the opening face-off. Here come the Maroons on the attack, and that shot is wide. Shot by Allie Sheehy, 5'2" senior midfielder from Unionville, Connecticut. Maroons retain possession. Free position here, 8-meter mark, the run, and that one goes wide to the left, and it's scooped up by the Maroons as they retain possession. Coming into the crease area, shooting and scoring, is Lizzie Hausman. And that makes it now 11-0 here. It comes with a little over 2 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. Boy, the Maroons just do not make a lot of mistakes. Defensively that time, though, the Blue Jays did not do a good job in getting back defensively. And so the goal that time by Hausman. Eastman was a little late getting over defensively, and Hausman made him pay. Eastman and Rapp to take the draw control here. Final minutes of this opening quarter. Boy, you can see why the University of Chicago comes in with a record of 8-1. Their only loss coming on March 19th at Tufts, losing 17-3. Coming in and scoring again for the Maroons is number 14. That's Allie Sheehy. Her second goal of the quarter and of the game, and that makes it 12-0. Comes with a little over a minute to play here in the opening quarter. And for Sheehy, that is goal number 17 on the year. Sheehy with 17 goals and 1 assist, 18 points on the year now for her. Maroons opened up the season with a 8-7 win over Bates, then shut out Wartburg 21-0. Beat Hope College 19-6. beat DePaul 22-3. Boy, these are some impressive numbers. We can see why this is a very good team, coming in at 8-1, as I mentioned, on the year. Knocked off some really good programs here as well. And this one gets by Salmon again, and that makes the score now 13-0, as we are going to end the opening quarter here with that score of 13-0 in favor of the Maroons from the University of Chicago. So we will take a timeout here as well. End of one quarter from Langhorst Field. It's the Maroons 13 and the Blue Jays nothing. And you are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field. We're on the campus of Elmhurst University. Just about ready to start the second quarter. The Maroons from the University of Chicago leading by a score of 13-0 against the Blue Jays. University of Chicago 8-1 coming into this game. Scored a goal 30 seconds into this game, and they didn't stop. They didn't put any pressure off the pedal. It was all the way to the metal, if you will. And it's going to be a challenge for the rest of the game here for the Blue Jays, but got to forget about the score and play like they did in the first half on Saturday against Alma. Alma came into that game on Saturday undefeated, and the Blue Jays were right with them. As a matter of fact, the Blue Jays scored the first two goals of the game. They were up 2-0 and trailed at half 4-3 against Alma, and Alma kind of broke things open in the second half. But the Blue Jays played awful well in that first half against Alma. Gracie Eastman on this draw control for the Blue Jays as she goes up against Charlotte Rapp. As we are just about ready to get the second quarter underway. Ball up, and it's going to be scooped up by Rapp, and the Maroons win another draw control. Rapp passes it off to Torok. And now the Maroons will work it behind the net. Very fast-paced offensive unit for the Maroons. A lot of movement away from the ball like that one. That's Lulu Hardy, the leading scorer for the Maroons. She gets the goal to start the second quarter. Her 27th goal of the season. It comes with 36 seconds into this second quarter. And now it's 14-0. And again, there is a 10-goal mercy rule here on the women's side in collegiate lacrosse, so there is a running clock here for the rest of the game. It's now 14-0 Maroons. But if you're Coach Allie Howard and her grad assistant Maria Trevino, just got to tell your club not to look at the score and continue to play hard and continue to execute and get shots off and see what we can do here rest of this game. Which is easier said than done, as Rapp wins another draw control for the Maroons. Boy, the University of Chicago has been outstanding in all aspects of the game. From the draw controls to running the offense to making good passes, not making many mistakes, not making many mental mistakes. Nice pass, and the shot turned around and scored. Sarah Bloomquist with the goal. For Bloomquist, that is her first goal of the night, and that makes it now 15-0 in favor of the Maroons. I mentioned next Wednesday night the Blue Jays team will take on Carthage, the Firebirds. So it'll be a long stretch after tonight for the Blue Jays for their next game. We'll have it for you here April 13th, next Wednesday night against Carthage, 7 o'clock. And then another home game the following Wednesday on April 20th against Illinois Wesleyan. So 3 straight home Wednesday night games for the Blue Jays. Then after that one, they'll be on the road in Naperville to take on North Central on April 23rd before coming home for the final 2 games of the season, April 27th against Augustana and April 30th against Marion. I want to correct myself. I said the rest of the games for the Blue Jays were conference games. That last game against Marion is a non-conference game for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst trying to get on the board here tonight against a very, very tough Maroons team. Gabby Castillo in the crease area lost the ball down on the ground and is picked up by the Maroons. Boy, all the 50-50 balls are going to the team in maroon. Now they work it behind the cage here. Lally Johnson was behind the net. She's got the ball now, flips it back up to the point. Audrey Kaus, number 12, had the ball at the point. Now it's on the far wing area. Now they work it behind the net. And they'll bring it out and regroup. Near wing here is Kaus. Kaus flips it to behind the net. Maroons in the crease area going down low. Taking that shot was Skylar Leinhardt. And it's going to be, I believe, a goal here for the Maroons. Indeed, the 15th goal. Well, check that. That's the 16th goal of the game for the Maroons. (16-0) in favor of the visiting University of Chicago Maroons. Rachel Keefe, starting goalkeeper for the Maroons. She remains in goal. The backup goalies Emily Feigen and Kat Burrito. And taking the draw control here, Audrey Kaus for the Maroons, and the Maroons win yet another draw control. They work it to the far wing area as they take it behind the net now. Again, good Johnson, and Johnson takes it back behind the net. Good defensive stance here by the Blue Jays. Ball loose in the crease area, and it's picked up by Salmon. So a good defensive effort that time by the Blue Jays. Score still 16-0 here, and the Blue Jays need to get focused on working the offense, getting a good shot, getting that first goal of the game. Salmon still having trouble with the outlet. Now she passes it underneath to Shanatsky. Shanatsky gets checked. Still on the sprint. Shanatsky gets it, I was going to say gets it across midfield, but she can't get there. Loses her stick and loses the ball. Leinhardt has it. Leinhardt's going to take it and jog it behind the cage, and she'll set up the offense. Boy, that was just a collapsing double team on Shanatsky right short of midfield, and Shanatsky lost the ball, lost her stick. And now setting it up at the point, Audrey Kaus. Kaus is how she spells her last name. Maroons again working it behind the cage. Johnson comes out. Passes it to Kaus. Kaus will work it back to the point, and the Maroons very patient on this offensive possession. Probably under the instruction of head coach Kate Robinson to run some clock, get a lot of passes in, run the offense. Not necessarily looking to score just yet. Again, good movement and the shot and the score by Evelina Swigart. Swigart scores the 4th goal of the quarter for the Maroons. It's now 17-0 in favor of the Maroons. Nice run that time by Swigart. The nice catch and shoot. All in one motion. Good job by Evelina to pick up the goal. Swigart is just a freshman from McLean, Virginia. A lot of freshmen on this team for the Maroons. I mentioned Rachel Keefe, the goalkeeper, is a freshman. Swigart's a freshman. Caroline Luff is a freshman. Skylar Leinhardt seeing some action. She's a freshman. Jane Chen, freshman attacker. Olivia Escafari has a goal, freshman midfielder. This is a pretty young Maroons team. Draw control, won it again. Charlotte Rapp comes up with it. Rapp has done a really nice job at the draw controls for the Maroons, and she comes sprinting off the field after she won the draw control. Sprinting back into the game, Olivia Escafari. Escafari with the ball right now. Comes to the middle of the field, passes it off here to the near wing to Zoe Torak. Torak flipped it to a sprinting Lizzie Housman, but it wasn't there and she backed it out. Into the game for the Maroons now, number 4, Peyton Sanborn. Sanborn with the ball right now. And they work it behind the cage here. Shot clock down to 30. 4:40 remaining here in this first half. This game dominated by the Maroons. Nice flash into the crease area that time. They bring it out. Ball down, and it's picked up by Salmon. Zoe Torak was right there, right next to Salmon, and Salmon just kind of took it away. And now the Blue Jays turn it right back over to the Maroons. 17-0 in favor of the University of Chicago. We are at the 4-minute mark of this first half. And we will have a running clock the rest of the way. 10-goal or more lead by one team, the mercy rule, if you will. And the Maroons now have been just kind of working it around the perimeter, working on the passing. And it's a kind of a tough situation for the Maroons because you don't want to rub it in. You don't want to to roll up the score, but you also want to continue to play the game. And that's what the Maroons are doing. Is now we got a whistle, and the officials have done a nice job of just kind of letting this one go. And it'll be a restart here for the Maroons. Well, it's at the 8-meter mark here, so a shot on goal attempt here for the University of Chicago. Nope, instead they bring it back out. Wise decision that time. High pass, but it was caught by Sarah Bloomquist. But the Maroons turn the ball over. A Salmon with the outlet to the far wing area. Drop picked up by the Blue Jays. Shanatsky passes it ahead. Scooping it up was the Blue Jays. Now it's down on the ground again and a whistle, and it'll be Blue Jays ball here. Flips it back to Shanatsky. Shanatsky pivots, trying to get across midfield, and she cannot. But it's picked up by the Blue Jays. Again, all of this, and the shot clock continues to run down. It's now at 40. And now they finally do get across midfield. Blue Jays trying to set up the offense. It goes down to the ground, and it's going to be picked up by the Maroons. So after all that, the Blue Jays turn the ball over. Flip it ahead to Peyton Sanborn. Sanborn on the dead sprint here on the near wing. Passes it ahead to Jane Chen. Jane with a nice little 360 move, and she passes it behind the cage, and it's going to be mishandled by Sarah Bloomquist, so it's going to go to the Blue Jays. 1:20 remaining here in this first half. It's been all Maroons. Ooh, and now, Shanatsky is bending over. She may have gotten hit by a stick in the midsection, and she is in some obvious pain for the Blue Jays. She's trying to walk it off. She's a tough young lady, 5'7" senior from Lane Tech. And she's staying in the game. One of the leaders on this Blue Jays team. Katie will walk that off. And now the Blue Jays now on the attack. Looking to get into the scoring column here before halftime. 45 seconds to go in the half. Here's Eastman. Castillo loses it. Got double teamed. Ball in the air, and it's picked off by the Maroons. Half a minute remaining here in this first half. Ahead to Chen. Chen passes it ahead. Maroons have the numbers, and what are they going to do? They'll back it out. Anneke Polkinen decided to pull it out and run some clock as the ball is squirted down on the ground. Picked up, though, by the Maroons and Escafari. And that's the end of the half here from Langhorse Field in Elmhurst, Illinois. And it's the visiting Maroons from the University of Chicago in control of this game. Halftime score 17-0 over the Blue Jays of Elmhurst University. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst University, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
Your story begins as we welcome you to Elmhurst University. From your first day of orientation, our focus is getting you acclimated to college life and making you a part of the Elmhurst community.
Definitely Elmhurst was the one that I fell in love with. Right when you stepped on campus, it was a nice environment. It just felt like home.
The goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
A lot of times there's that doubt that I don't know if I can make it here. I don't know if I'm meant to be here. I feel it is our role as an institution to get those doubts out of their mind the second they are on this campus.
Once you've started classes, our responsibility is to support you both personally and academically.
Your faculty and your staff who are here and committed to your success are going to be walking with you on that journey, providing both the challenge and the support for you along that way.
I changed my major about 5 times, and so I really needed someone there to help me through it, help me pick out new classes, to help me make sure that I graduate on time.
So they support us academically, but they're also interested in our lives as a whole individual. For example, when I was applying for the Fulbright, they were more than willing and super supportive.
Along with supporting you, our job is to make sure you challenge yourself in order to make the most of your experience.
When the students, especially in computer science, go out into related fields, they're going to be confronted with adapting to new environments, new technologies, and we try to challenge them in the classroom to adapt, to learn how to learn.
I've had teachers go to me and say, I think you'd be interested in research, so they introduced me to some professors, and I've been doing research now for 3 semesters. It taught me a lot about myself, definitely, and about the way I adapt to different situations.
I think we all learn best when we're a little bit scared, a little bit on the edge. I really believe that the things that are beyond the typical, experiencing undergraduate research, studying abroad, having a quality internship, some of those things are going to be most memorable and meaningful and really impactful for them.
As your academic journey at Elmhurst comes to an end, our relationship reaches a crucial point as we launch you into the next phase of your life.
Elmhurst is a liberal arts college that aims at creating educated citizens, and that's not a process that just takes 4 years or 2 years. We're invested in these students. We give our kind of heart and soul to them while they're here, and so we care if they succeed once they leave.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution in a way that helped us to become a better sense of who we are and who we as an institution want to be in the world.
We don't at Elmhurst tell students what to think, but we try to teach them how to engage with their own values to become better citizens of this country, of this world.
And that makes me proud to be a part of the community of Elmhurst.
I'm confident in our graduates because I know we've prepared them both personally and professionally. We love to see them fly the nest and flourish.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field here on the campus of Elmhurst University. It is Blue Jay Lacrosse as we are about ready to get the third quarter underway here. It's the Blue Jays against the Maroons from the University of Chicago, and it is, well, it's been all Maroons, 17-0 as we are about ready to get the draw control going here in the third quarter. Gracie Eastman going up against Zoe Torak on the draw control. 11 different Maroons scored in that first half. Annika Polkinen with 3 goals. She has the hat trick. She scored all 3 of them, 3 in a row, midway through the first quarter. Evelina Swigart got things going for the Maroons. She scored 30 seconds into the game. Jane Chen with the assist. Then Allie Sheehy scored a goal. Zoe Torak scored a goal. Just like that, it was 3-0 Maroons. Then Audrey Kraus scored a goal with just 2 minutes into the game. So just like that, it was 4-0. Olivia Escafari scored a goal to make it 5-0. Then the 3 straight goals by Polkinen made it 8-0. Kaus, Escafari each scored a goal, their second. Then Lizzie Hausman scored a goal. Sheehy scored her second goal of the game. Then first goals by Lally Johnson, Lulu Hardy, Bloomquist, Leinhart, and Evelina Swigart. With 6:49 left in the second quarter, scored her second goal of the game. And that's where we're at right now, 17-0. It is a running clock situation here due to the big lead, 10 goals or more by one team on the women's side. And there's a running clock. That rule does not come into effect on the men's side, however, just on the women's side. Game time temperature of 50 degrees. Winds out of the southwest at 12 to 18 miles an hour, so a good gust. Feels like it's 43 degrees out there right now, so it is a chilly, chilly spring night here in Elmhurst. Maroons now working it from right to left. Behind the cage now go the Maroons. Well, wide open. She could have took the shot was Torak, but she decided to back it out. She had a great opportunity. No one was around her, and I'm sure head coach Kate Robinson said, hey, we do not want to rub things in here. Let's, like we did in the second quarter, kind of work it around, run the shot clock, run the offense. Let's be precise on our passing and work on that part of the game. And a pretty wise decision by Zoe Torak to bring it out. Just underway here in the third quarter. Blue Jays come in looking for their first win of the season, 0-6 on the year. Meanwhile, the Maroons 8-1, and coming in this time and taking the shot and scoring is Skylar Leinhart. So it's now 18-0. Take a look at it here. You'll see number 30 gets the pass and gets it by Salmon. Nice assist that time by Annika Polkinen. Polkinen has the 3 goals, so give her now another assist as the goal by Leinhart, the 5'4" freshman attacker from Glen Ridge, New Jersey. For Skylar, her second goal of the night. Skylar had her first goal with 10:24 to play in the second quarter. Blue Jays in that first half on the draw controls. The University of Chicago won 15 out of the 18 draw controls in that first half. As far as shots go, Chicago 21 shots in the first period. The Blue Jays with just 1. 28-1 advantage in shots in the first half for the Maroons. just to give you an idea of how much they have dominated here tonight. Again, the next game for the women's team will be 1 week from tonight. It'll be another tough CCIW conference opponent, the Firebirds of Carthage. 1 week from tonight, April 13th, we'll bring that game to you live here on BlueJayTV.com. 7 o'clock is the opening draw control. Carthage, by the way, is 9-1 on the year. Carthage is hosting North Central tonight. It's the conference opener for both of those two clubs. So it does not get any easier for the Blue Jays. Facing a Maroons team here tonight, coming in with a record of 8-1. Next Wednesday, they've got Carthage, whose current record is 9-1. Shot and a goal that time by Lily Johnson as she caught the ball up high and in the same motion flicked it in, quick wrists, and the goal for Lily Johnson. See, she brought it up high. Right there, catches it up high, keeps it up high, and it gets by Salmon. Lily Johnson, her second goal of the night. 8th goal of the season for her. And it's 19-0 now in favor of the Maroons. The Blue Jays are trying to avoid getting shut out for the second time this season. They got shut out in their season opener against DePaul. 19-0 was the final in that ball game. So let's see if the Blue Jays can get on the board here in the second half against a very, very tough Maroons ball club. Maroons come away with it coming out of the pack with Sophie Lynn, freshman defenseman out of Toronto, Canada. As the Maroons work it behind the net. And again, very patient on this offensive set. Salmon remains in goal, the freshman goalkeeper for the Blue Jays. 8:20 to play here in this third quarter. And the ball down loose into the crease area, picked up by Salmon. Salmon looking for an outlet here. She walks it over here to the near side, still in control of the ball, and nobody coming back now. Salmon still looking. Maroons playing tough man-to-man defense as the Blue Jays cannot break free, and that pass is down on the ground, but it is scooped up, fortunately, and the Blue Jays have it. That was MC Brown who throws it ahead, but she throws it out of bounds. And so the Blue Jays are going to turn the ball over. Similar problem the Blue Jays had on Saturday against Alma. Salmon had a tough time finding an outlet pass. Now here are the Maroons on the attack. Here's Sheehy. Up top here now is number 10. That's Kelly Hoffman, sophomore midfielder. Under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. It is 19-0 the Maroons. Same score as the first game of the season for the Blue Jays when they played DePaul, 19-0. And now we're going to have a free position situation here for the Maroons. Ball down, scooped up by the Maroons. Scooped up by Audrey Kaus. Looking for an angle and taking that shot was Kelly Hoffman. Salmon comes up with the save. See if Salmon can get it to an outlet person here. And she finally gets it to MC Brown. MC making some moves. Well, no, it's actually the Salmon still has it. Brown tried to make some moves to get free, and now Salmon with a little bit of a shovel pass. The ball goes down on the ground. Shanatsky picks it up. And Shanatsky lost it, and it's picked up by Ali Sheehy of the Maroons. Blue Jays could only muster one shot in the entire first half of this game. Now at the point, Kaus backs it out. Patiently looking for a teammate to break free. Instead, she's going to run it here to the near side. Pass it out to the wing area to number 23, Kawana. And now they work it behind the net. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. A fast-paced third quarter because of the running clock situation. Shot clock is down to 20 seconds. The ball is down on the ground, picked up by the Maroons. And shooting and scoring, 20 goals tonight for the Maroons. And let's take another look at it here. I believe that was Lily Johnson, number 11, that came across the crease area for the goal. There, as you see the run away from the ball and scoring the 20th goal of the season, of the game, I should say. And it is now 20-0. And that is the most goals that the Blue Jays have given up this season. Most prior to that one was the 19 against DePaul. Maroons scoring 13 times in the first quarter. 4 more goals in the second quarter. And now 3 goals here in the third. Eastman sprinting in from the far wing area, gets a shot off, and the save that time by Keefe. And we've got a whistle here, and what's the call? Free position from the 8-meter mark here for Eastman and the Blue Jays. Great opportunity for the first goal of the game for Elmhurst. Eastman comes up, takes a shot, and it's wide to the right of Keefe. Best opportunity of the night for the Blue Jays to score that time. They continue to have it now as they work it behind the net. Boy, I thought Eastman was going to put that one in. 20-0 Maroons with the lead. Ball down, and it's going to be scooped up by the Maroons. And again, those 50-50 balls, boy, the Maroons have been outstanding in that aspect of the game tonight. Maroons continue to attack, spreading the field nicely. And shooting in, well, did they get by that Lizzie Hausman? No, they're saying it's going to be Maroons on the restart here, the free position. And that time Salmon gets it ahead nicely to Shanatsky. Nice outlet pass, but it's picked off. Picked off by number 28, that's Becky Van Kirk. Van Kirk, a midfielder, 5'9" junior from Charleston, South Carolina. 5'9". Get it to Salmon. 1:25 left to play here in this third quarter. Salmon trying to find an outlet. Shot clock is not starting right now. It's currently at 90. Exactly 1 minute remaining here in this third quarter. Shanatsky gets through the double team and gets across midfield. Good effort that time by Katie. The senior still in control. Passes it out to the far wing area. And now it's Eastman. Ball down on the ground, and it's picked up by the Blue Jays here. Splitting the defenders, but losing the ball, Marie Corpus. Ball is still down, loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Maroons. Picked up by Allie Sheehy. Sheehy with a nice pass up ahead to Sarah Bloomquist, and that is the end of the third quarter here in Elmhurst. We'll take a break. It is 20-0 in favor of the Maroons, and you are logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back to Langhorst Field. Just about ready to get this fourth quarter underway. Blue Jay Lacrosse. Blue Jays on the short end, though, of a 20-0 score here against the Maroons from the University of Chicago. It's the conference opener for the Maroons. They come in with a record of 8-1. Blue Jays 0-1 in the CCIW. Lost to Carroll on the road up in Waukesha on March 11th for their lone conference loss of the season. Blue Jays 0-6 on the year. Didn't have a team last year, went 0-4 in the 2020 season. Allie Howard, in her first season, becomes the third head coach in the 7-year history of women's lacrosse here at Elmhurst University. She has over a decade of coaching experience. Since 2019, Howard has been the assistant women's lacrosse coach for the New Zealand senior national team. Blue Jays cannot win this draw control as the fourth quarter gets underway. So she is the right person. She certainly loves the game of lacrosse, loves being here at Elmhurst University, and it's going to take some time for her to turn this program around. Just ask Coach Morrell, the men's team head coach. Now in his 10th year, boy, did he do a great job with that men's program. It took a little while, but the men's team here at Elmhurst University having another great season, 9-2, riding a 9-game winning streak, and we'll have the men's game for you this Saturday, 1 o'clock, opening face-off against Transylvania. Looking forward to that matchup because Transylvania defeated Center College. And the reason why I bring that up is Center College defeated Elmhurst University in the Blue Jays season opener in Kentucky, 11-10. The Blue Jays lost to Centre College. And then the men's team lost to Hope. So Coach Morrell's team started the season 0-2, but then rattled off 9 straight, and they are playing outstanding lacrosse. So tune in this Saturday, 1 o'clock opening draw against Transylvania here on BlueJayTV.com. The next game for the women's team here will be a week from tonight, Wednesday night, when they take on Carthage. 7 o'clock is the opening draw control for the next women's game. So make sure you jot that one down on your calendar as well. A week from tonight, 7 o'clock from tonight against Carthage, another CCIW matchup. A little over 2 minutes gone by here in this fourth quarter. Maroons with the comfortable lead. Both head coaches, Allie Howard of Elmhurst and Kate Robinson of the Maroons. Opportunity here to get some players out there to take a look at them. Maybe some players that normally wouldn't get a lot of playing time can get an opportunity to get out of the field and show their respective coaches what they can do. Nice cut in the crease area. They bring it right back out. This is Torok. Torok runs it to the point and now flips it up to Escaffery. And Escaffery passes it out to the far wing area. Shot clock down to 35. Remember, a fresh shot clock is 90 seconds here on the women's side. Escaffery now with it. Redirects herself. Now goes into the crease area, shoots and scores. It gets by Salmon, so Escaffery, Olivia Escaffery, a 5'2" freshman from Garden City, New York, with the goal, and it's now a 3-touchdown advantage for the Maroons, 21-0. And for the Maroons, well, they scored 21 goals against Wartburg back on March 1st. 21-0 was the final. The highest offensive output, the most goals this season, was 22 on March 12th, a 22-3 win against DePauw. So the Maroons, with one more goal, would tie their season high in goals. And the draw control again won by the Maroons. Kawana comes away with it for the University of Chicago. Cold evening tonight here in Elmhurst. Game time temperature of 50 degrees. But with the wind, feels like it's about 42, 43 degrees. Winds out of the southwest at 15 to 18 miles an hour. So kind of another uncomfortable night, if you will. It's been a tough spring weather-wise for these teams. Baseball teams and the lacrosse teams. Maroons work it behind the net here. Bring it out, Ali Sheehy. By the way, well, we got a second here. Congratulations to the Kansas Jayhawks for knocking off the Tar Heels of North Carolina on Monday night to win the NCAA Men's Division I basketball championship. Boy, what a game that was, huh? Down 16 points. The Jayhawks come back and win. It was the biggest deficit in championship game history. And the Jayhawks and Coach Self, boy, what a game it was. Congratulations to Kansas. 4th national championship in the history of that program. As we approach the 9-minute mark now of this game, And the shot and the goal by Ali Sheehy on that free position shot. And now Coach Howard wants an explanation from one of the officials. And are they going to allow the goal or not? Well, I think they're coming to the midfield area, so I think they are going to count the goal. Let's get the call from the officials here. Well, now they're still going to talk things over here. Is that the 8-meter mark? Sheehy appeared to put the ball in the goal. Well, now there may have been a penalty here. What? Okay, they want to put a little bit more time on the clock, but with it being a running clock, that's really not a major concern here. And now the officials are going to talk things over, and let's see what's going on here. They stopped the clock with 8:04 left, and now they're going to jog over and give Coach Howard an explanation here. They are putting the goal on the board, so it is 22-0, as if that really matters, but I guess it matters for Ali Sheehy, who scored the goal. If I'm Ali, I certainly would want that goal to count, right? Officials are still talking things over here. Come on, guys, let's get this game going here. They're pointing at the scoreboard. It's 20. Well, now they're coming back. So I'm not. They're all right. They took the goal off, so it's still 21-0. So the goal by Sheehy did not count, and Sheehy will get another shot at it here, apparently. So the first attempt by Sheehy did not count. Now the second attempt, and it's a save by Salmon. So after all that, score still remains 21-0. All right, now the Blue Jays got to get on the board here. Let's see what they can do here. Get it ahead. Ooh, the attempted pass was to Eastman. The ball goes on the ground, and it's scooped up by Rapp of the Maroons. And Rapp immediately comes out of the game. And coming into the game is number 4, Peyton Sanborn. Okay, they apparently want a new shot clock. And we'll restart it here behind the net of the Blue Jays. Jane Chen will restart it here for the Maroons. She's got the ball now in the back of the net. Sanborn, and they bring it around the perimeter. Popping out here on the near side is Sanborn. Sanborn reverses direction. Passes it off to Adriana Shuttler. And they turn the ball over to the Blue Jays here with 6.5 minutes remaining in the game. It is 21-0 in favor of the Maroons. Ball down to the ground, and it's picked up by Corpus. Corpus now in the middle of the field. Heading off to the far wing area. Gets poked at. Ball goes down to the turf. Corpus trying to scoop it up here for the Blue Jays. She cannot, and they turn the ball over to the Maroons. Maroons on the far wing. That's Bloomquist. And they bring it here to the point to Lizzie Huesman. Huesman. Maroons quickly around the perimeter. Now attacking one of the gaps. Bring it out. And they finally give it off to Sanborn. And they work it behind the net here. 46 on the shot clock. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the game. And there's the goal by Sheehy. Ali Sheehy with a nice flash in the crease area with the catch and shoot. And it is now 22-0. So there is Sheehy's goal, as she was denied a free position goal moments ago, but she was determined to get a goal here. You see her with a nice little sprint there in the crease area, catch and shoot, and the ball gets by Salmon, and it's now 22 goals on the season for the Maroons. And the 22 goals ties a season high for most goals in a game. They had 22 back on March 12th in a 22-3 win against DePaul. 4:22 left to play in the game. Remember, a running clock situation here. Blue Jays really not able to get anything going offensively, and it all starts with the draw controls, as the Maroons have dominated in that category. Although the Blue Jays have it here. Eastman at the point, and she'll wait for some of her teammates to get downfield. Eastman to Castillo. Gabby checked, and she bounces it out to the far wing area. Decides her to make her move to the goal. She shoots. Ball is out in front of the crease area, and it's picked up by the Maroons. Good opportunity there for the Blue Jays. Castillo with a nice offensive move, but she was denied. And it's picked off there at midfield, but the ball is slapped away from behind nicely by the Maroons, as the ball is still loose on the ground, and it's picked up by the Maroons. Well, I thought the Maroon player had it in the corner, but she was battling for it, and now the whistle, and the ball is going to go ultimately to the Maroons. They work it over here to the near side. This is Hardy, and now they bring it back up to the point. Very impressive team this Maroons team is, and they are one to be reckoned with in the CCIW. Carthage might be the other team to battle these Maroons for the conference championship. We'll see how the season unfolds here. Remember, the Blue Jays will have Carthage a week from tonight here at Langhorse Field. 7 o'clock, opening draw control. And we'll have that one for you here on BlueJayTV.com. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this one. It's been all Maroons here tonight. Ball down on the ground in the crease area, and it's going to be scooped up and passed up top here to Kaus. And it's going to go behind the net and out of bounds. It will remain Maroons' ball here. 1:50 remaining in the game. Well, now they're going to change it and give it to the Blue Jays. Substitutions for the Maroons. Back into the game is Charlotte Rapp. Also back in the game, Adriana Shuttler. Ball down to the ground. It's going to be picked up by the Maroons as the Blue Jays turn it over back in their own zone. Ball down on the ground. It's picked up by Johnson. And a whistle and a violation against the Maroons apparently. Or I think they want the shot clock to be reset, and they did. 90 seconds. So with just 62 seconds left to go into the game, the shot clock can be pretty much turned off here. Restart, Shuttler for the Maroons. Shuttler, with a nice move, but she lost control, goes down, comes back up though, pops right back up, but the Maroons lose the ball to the Blue Jays. Ball is down on the ground. And it looks like it's going to be scooped up by Lulu Hardy. Taking the shot off the post, it looked like. Sanborn got the loose ball. Boy, really battling for it down in the crease area there is Shuttler. Shuttler really wants to get the score, the goal, but there's a save by Salmon. Shuttler was really battling hard the last couple of moments, desperately wanting a goal. And now with just 10 seconds remaining in this one, and the players will just let this one wind down. And your final score here from Langhorse Field, 22-0, as the Maroons shut out the Blue Jays. Second time this season that the Blue Jays have been shut out. So the Maroons now improve to 9-1 on the year, 1-0 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays fall to 0-7 on the year, 0-2 in conference play. Again, the next game for the women's team will be 1 week from tonight as they take on the Firebirds of Carthage. That is a 7 o'clock draw control start. Have a great evening. Thank you again for tuning in to BlueJayTV.com. Again, the final score, 22-0, the Maroons over the Blue Jays. Have a great night. So long, everybody.